mathematics before he went on to West Point. We met again after I came back from California to help him settle the Custis estate. My family and his wife's family knew each other quite well. And I also served as commander of Pickett's old brigade when Pickett moved up to division. So the general knew me well enough that when my first child was born, Mrs. Lee sent a letter to my wife congratulating us on the birth of our first child. And we continued to correspond after the war until the general's death. The role of the black Confederate soldier is diverse. It is broad. This is different as the experience of any other human being on this earth. Some bore arms, stood shoulder to shoulder with their white brethren. Some served with their white fathers, acknowledged mulatto offspring, served as body servants or as bodyguards for their fathers. Others worked, some of them having been conscripted in the niter mines. Others practiced their trades, paid as blacksmiths, coopers, wheelwrights, supporting the logistics of the Confederate Army. They were there voluntarily. They were free people, free men of color. And then others brought their services to build works, guarding these works even as slaves, even before the Confederate Congress authorized colored troops in the Confederate Army. So you could look at them as free people of color. You can look at them as loyal body servants. You can look at them as kin. When you get after the war, John Harris, the last black Republican state legislator in Mississippi, gets out of his sickbed, the shawl wrapped around him, to defend legislation to set up a Confederate monument in Mississippi that is being opposed by the son of a white Confederate veteran. And this black man stands up before the state legislature and explains that he has seen the mangled bodies at 7 days and 7 times. He wore gray, the same color his master wore. And then if you wonder why he fought, he says, who took in this poor black boy after his parents has died but my old missus? And he goes on to say, if she could speak from the sainted realms above, she would tell me to vote for this bill, and sir, I shall vote for it. The loyalty of the black Confederates lasted long beyond the war. It wasn't just an incidental thing. It wasn't that they were forced to fight. They fought for their homeland the same as their white brothers did. So you ask, what's the role of the black Confederate? What was the role of the white Confederate? It's no different. As Southerners, they fought for common cause. They fought for home and hearth. They fought for the principles in which they believed. Does that answer the question?
Yes, very well. Let me just make another brief statement if I might. The rewriters of history have done a tremendous job in covering up what General Corse was telling you and what HK is going to tell you, but also what they've been able to hide and cover up is another thing about the Confederate Army is that they are credited with having the first black chaplain to white military troops.